Hey, what's up you guys? So today I thought I would do like a beginner's makeup kit type thing, and mine's a little all over the place because I have opinions about what you should or shouldn't get if you're just starting out and like all that fun stuff, and then I have like options if you want to go like the drugstore route or if you want to go like the more high-end route, like whatever. So it's kind of all over the place, but whatever. So I just have like a bag, like just a standard makeup bag, whatever, that I put everything in. So yeah. So first of all, when I first started wearing makeup, I did not wear foundation. I didn't even wear concealer. But I mean, at the time, like, I wasn't breaking out at all, so there was really no need for that anyway. But I would recommend concealer just because if you do have breakouts or you don't get a lot of sleep, you might want some concealer. So if you want to go like the drugstore route, I would either recommend the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer or the Maybelline Cover Stick. Kind of depends, like, would you rather have a more liquidy or would you rather have a stick foundation? I mean concealer. So kind of up for your own choice. But yeah, or if you want a more full coverage, higher end, I would recommend this one by Tarte. I don't actually know what this is. Oh, I think it's the Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. I don't know, I got this a while ago. I haven't tried out the Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm probably going to like that even better, but this is what I've tried so far, so I would recommend this. I would recommend Tarte. Tarte is just like good. And then I would also recommend a powder because you want to have a non-shiny face. So I like to use Revlon Color Stay. Mine's just in translucent powder. As you can see, I've used a lot of this. This is like my go-to powder. I just love the one by Revlon. Oh, and then I'd also recommend getting a beauty blender. It doesn't really matter which kind you get, just get a beauty blender so you can blend in your concealer, and if you want to, you could even bake your face if you want to. Fake bake like I do mine, like, you know, so whatever. And then for blush, this is like a on the cheaper side blush from City Color, and it's just in some peachy pinky tones. I don't know, like you have to kind of get blush for your skin tone. Like I know for like paler people like myself, peachy tones look better, but just I don't know, this is just what I like. But if you want to spend a little more money, I would recommend the blushes from Tarte because they are so good. Mine is in the shade Feisty. It's the Amazonian Clay blush. I love their blushes. They're amazing. And then you don't have to get a highlighter. That's kind of extra. But if you did want to get one, I feel like most of them are like really expensive, but I like this one. This one is just from CoverGirl. It's on the cheaper end of things. And this is the Instant Cheekbones. I don't know, gives you a different selection. This one is actually, for me, good as like a shimmery blush. And then this one's like the highlight that I use. I'm actually wearing it right now, if you can kind of tell. But, I don't know. It's what I like if you want to go on the cheaper side. Otherwise, the other highlighters of mine are like $1 bajillion. Alright, and then for eyebrows, I would recommend just a brow powder. Mine's from Pixi by Petra. So it's just like this little trio. And if you get this, I would recommend getting an angled brush to go with it, so you can use that to fill in your eyebrows. So, yeah. And then also, this kind of goes along with that, get a spoolie so that you can brush out your eyebrows. Oh yeah, and then also get a powder brush and a blush brush. It doesn't really matter where they're from. There's a lot of cheaper ones out there. Just get whatever. I like an angled brush for blush. And then I like a denser brush for powder. So, yeah. And then if you've noticed, I haven't included a bronzer because I don't like bronzer. But I don't really think it's that necessary if you're just starting out, but you do you. And then also for the highlighter, get a fan brush. Mine actually isn't a makeup brush. Mine is from a craft store, so I don't know, you could probably get this for like $1 at like your local craft store. And then for eye primer, I honestly use this most of the time, just an eye primer from e.l.f. They're like a few bucks, so it's nice. And then for eyeliner, here's where things get tricky. Okay, so my go-to for my waterline is from Pixi by Petra, the Endless Silky Eye Pen. This is just my go-to. It's my favorite. It's the one that works the best for me, so I'd recommend this for a waterline. And then for like wings and stuff, I would recommend just the one from e.l.f. It's fine. It works fine. It's cheap. And then I would also recommend getting these two, what are they called? Jumbo eye pencils from NYX, just in the black and white. I think it's called Black Bean and Milk, just because you can use them both for like a bunch of different things. You could use this for eyeliner, you could use this for an eyeshadow base, like you can do so much with these two. And then for mascara, the one that I really like right now is NYC Showtime. I don't know, I feel like it just makes my eyelashes really long, so that's what I like. And then for lips, alright, this is kind of complicated, but you guys are gonna be like, that's too much, but you know what? The way that I am with like life, it's like, depending on your look, you need multiple different colors. So I just have a collection of a few things, and they're all kind of different, so that's why I included each and every one of them, because they're all kind of different in what they are and what colors they are and like what they do. So like, yeah, okay. So the first thing I have is a lipstick. NYX has these things called butter lipsticks, and they're amazing. I love them. So if you want cheap lipsticks, the ones from NYX are really good. And this is a red. Sometimes you might be in the mood for a red. I mean, if you're starting out and you're not about the crazy colors, get a different color. But I like reds, so have that. And then I have a lip liner from NYX, and it kind of matches the color of the soft matte lip cream, so they kind of go together. So a helpful tip is to get a lip liner that matches like whatever you're going to put on top. So tip. And this is the NYX soft matte lip cream. It's kind of just like a neutral shade, and they go together, so that's helpful. And this is good because it's matte, so like whatever, if you're feeling the mood for matte, go with that. And then I also have a NYX Butter Gloss. These things are amazing. They taste like cupcakes, and they stay on for a while. Oh, I just love these so much. Like, if I could only wear one thing for the rest of my life, it would be these, because these are so amazing, and they taste so good. So this is more of a lip gloss, and they come in a lot of cool colors, so I'd recommend the NYX Butter Gloss. Mine's in the shade Cupcake. I love it. And then like some, I guess, higher end type things, if you're feeling that. I have this one. This one's from Ofra, and I don't know what shade it's in. This is a collab with Ipsy, so I don't know if you can actually buy this unless you go on like the Ipsy website, but whoa, I almost just threw it. This is a liquid lipstick, and this is amazing. This stays on even if I eat, so it's awesome. And then the Melted Mattes from Too Faced, they're also really awesome, so I like those. Alright, I also forgot to mention, you might want a concealer brush, so just get any concealer brush you want. Alright, here's where things get a bit complicated. So, if you're just starting out, you don't have that much money, I would recommend e.l.f. for eyeshadow because they're awesome. Here I have just the Mad for Matte palette, so get some mattes. And then I also have the California Baked eyeshadow palette, so it just has a lot of shimmery colors, and those are both great. I like to wet these when I use the shimmery ones because I feel like it makes them more pigmented. But this is what I did when I first started wearing makeup. I had a bunch of like cheaper stuff, but then I had like a big like higher end, expensiver eyeshadow palette just to play with. So depending on if you're crazier and like crazy colors like me, or if you just want neutrals, I have a suggestion for both. If you want more neutrals, I would recommend the Naked 3 because it has a lot of like rose gold tones, just neutrals, shimmers, mattes, kind of anything you want to create. But if you're more crazy like me, I really like the Clover palette from Too Faced because they have a lot of cool colors. You can do a lot of cool looks with this. So you have a very large selection. So I'd say out of all of this, if you're going to spend your money on something more expensive, go with an eyeshadow palette because you can do a lot with it. And then for eye brushes, I would recommend just like a normal eyeshadow brush. You know, just like, I feel like this is like the standard eyeshadow brush you think of when you think of eyeshadow brushes. So one of these, and then a smudge brush. It's kind of like a baby one of these, but more dense. And then a pencil brush, because it's very good for getting under that lash line. So is a smudge brush. I guess you could kind of pick out of smudge brush and a pencil brush which one you want if you don't want to get both. But I like having both just for funsies. And then a fluffy brush for blending because for crease purposes. So yeah, so that's everything that I would say to kind of get or to base what you get off of. Like, I don't know, for like a starter makeup kit, that's what I would do. That's kind of what I did when I was first starting out with makeup. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave me a big thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any other recommendations for like first time makeup wear purchases, I guess you could say. I don't know. Hit the subscribe button down below to follow me on any of my random shenanigans. And then also hit that bell because I don't have an upload schedule, so you won't know when I upload. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!